Hey, this is Jordan Matin Real Estate Luxury Service, exceptional results. I want to talk about transaction coordination. Obviously having a great transaction coordinator or being a great transaction coordinator is really essential in having an awesome real estate business. I wanted to share with you a little bit of what we do for our brokers, and maybe it's something that you could implement in your own business, whether you're your own transaction coordinator or maybe have your transaction coordinator do this for you. So obviously the first thing that we do, like let's say I always think about listings because I take a lot of listings. First thing I do is I get my contractor to my transaction coordinator to give me a filled out listing contract. Maybe I've made a call to an expired or a for sale by owner or whatever. I give them the address and a package is sent out on our behalf, right? Has all of our marketing materials, maybe a luxury home magazine. I've pulled comps for this appointment. And so the comps are all put together in a booklet with a net sheet and a price, and it gets sent out to their home and it's delivered to their home, usually the same day as that appointment. Now I call the day of the appointment and I go out and I get the contract signed, right? One of the things I tell them is that my transaction coordinator is going to be reaching out to you. We'll set up the photographs. I'm going to leave the disclosures here. I might go over just where to sign or if they're missing something. Leave the disclosures here. My professional photographer will pick up these and put the lockbox on, get the key and whatnot, and we'll go on the market. So when I come in the office, I hand over the listing materials, the listing contract, right? And they put it into the system. Now I do what's called a turnover sheet, and I would recommend having a turnover sheet in your own business and just setting it up correctly. And a turnover sheet's very simple. It's the seller's name, number, email, it's tenant occupied, any things about photos and videos that need to be done. That way, if you're working as an independent broker still, this could be sent to your photographer, this could be sent to your transaction coordinator, so everyone knows everyone's contact information, everyone knows all the specifics. Like if something is uniquely difficult and they really want to bring attention to X, I think it's important for that all to be written down and systematically brought to attention. The transaction coordinator, of course, will send them a copy of the listing contract. It'll also give them all the times and dates, right? All the contact information. They follow up with a phone call. Nothing drives me crazier than not following up with a phone call. The phone call is really essential in creating that communication. We also do what's called the promise script, and promise script is really important in your business, is that we have it so that at the end of a ticket listing, I say, we want to provide a Ritz-Carlton experience for our clients and have a 10 out of 10. And so our promise to you is that we're going to do an exceptional job. We'll follow up every single week and stay in contact and give you all the information. And in return, if we do a phenomenal job, we want to earn your referrals by you picking up the phone, emailing, or texting us the names and numbers of friends and family who are thinking about buying, selling, or just have real estate related questions, right? So every single week, our transaction coordinator reaches out to our database and they ask them, hey, did you get how's the showings going? How is this? Did you get the report? Did you see the numbers? Does that make sense to you? By the way, are we living up to our promise? And if so, do you know anyone thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate? This is also a great time to ask for reviews. You don't have to have a property sold to get a review. Because there's 1 billion review sites right now, we usually ask for a different one each week. And since we have close to 30, 40, 50 pendings every single month, it allows us to be able to reach out systematically and ask our clients for this kind of business. So our transaction coordinator does that. Of course, they open up the escrow, they send all the files, they do documents, right? Our brokers still negotiate all the contracts as far as repairs and addendums, but if we need bids, if we need pricing, that's all taken care of. All the packages and pre-listing packages are created. And of course, we also reach out and connect with that realtor. So the realtor actually funnels most of their questions and concerns to our administrative department. That way it takes pressure off of the real estate broker so they're able to actually do 4, 5, 6 transactions a month. It provides a higher level of service than if the broker were left on its own. So if you are a single broker and you're trying to improve your business, I would recommend that you partner with a really top-notch transaction coordinator. And I know a few that actually do a really, really great job, right? and you take some of those administrative tasks off your plate so you can focus on the most important things, which is prospecting, lead follow-up, going on appointments, negotiating contracts, and of course, mastering your skills. The 5 things of a real estate broker. And you take some of that less dollar per dollar activities and hire it out, right? If you can make, let's say, if you're a single broker and you're doing 10 hours of prospecting a week, right? And you're generating, let's say, $20,000 in GCI, in gross commissions every month from those 40 hours a month in calls, right? Then you're basically bringing in $500 an hour, right? On all your prospecting time. Now, if you are spending, your time doing a lot of flyers or paperwork or whatever, and you could just say, hey, transaction coordinator, I'm gonna pay you $20 an hour, or $15 an hour, or hell, $30, $40 an hour to do flyers and help with, running stuff around or whatever, and could actually spend another, let's say, 5 hours a week on the phones. Well, if you're doing that type of income in GCI, then 5 hours a week is another $2,500 a week. It's another $10,000 a month. Even if you hired an assistant for $4,000 a month, you're making an extra $6,000 every month. You're making $72,000 more a year, right? And so I would suggest to you to consider bringing somebody on staff or bring on somebody who's able to empower you. And of course, we've done that at a really high end. And the people that we've brought on are all masters in their craft. Our videographer, for example, does a phenomenal job. Our website developer does a phenomenal job. Our ad manager does a phenomenal job, print marketing, et cetera, et cetera. So if this is just too much and you just want to sell, reach out to us. We're looking for elite real estate brokers that want to do 4 transactions, a minimum a month, are willing to make the sacrifices necessary to do that, and are willing to think outside the box and work their tails off and have a big life within the real estate community. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful. Please consider us for your friends or family that are getting into real estate.